All right. It's another Wednesday. Welcome back to the Suede Covington Show. The best thing on the planet, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's the number one show all around the nation, you know? Hey, it's always Wednesday to hump day. I'm here, your man Suede Covington, to help you get through that hump day on Wednesday through the rest of the week. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's been like a real interesting week, man. It was a young lady. I mean, I had to talk about this off the rip. It was a young lady who took her top off and had a machete running down I-96 in Grand River area, stopping traffic on the freeway, man. Come on, man. Y'all gotta come get your auntie, your grandma, your mama out here, man. Make sure she taking her medicine. They said that she was driving and pulled over and just got out the car, took her top off and started swinging the machete, man. Like, what was that about? Like, you know what I'm saying? First of all, why she riding around with a machete? That's what I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Taking the top off on the freeway, that's one thing. But my thing is, why was she riding around with a machete? Like, what was she doing? Was this planned out? You know what I'm saying? Was she riding around with the machete like 3 or 4 days ahead of time and was like, I just need one more person to cut me off and I'm going to just get out and stand in the middle of the street and swing the machete at people. You know what I'm saying? And we're like, you know, she stayed in one lane and like the fast lane and had the machete. So did she get cut off once before? Was she looking for the ex-boyfriend and couldn't find him? She thought he was going to be at home and he wasn't there. And now she riding around with this machete in the car like she was cutting up carrots or something, you know, celery. And she just brought it out the house. Now, machete, you can't even be like, oh, I forgot I had it in my pocket, though. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, you know, a gun, you can have your gun, you know, in your coat. And then you could, you know, riding around and you take your coat off or you put your coat on and you can forget to take it out your pocket. That's kind of understandable. But a machete, like in the front seat, like she didn't pop the trunk. She just got out, like whoop, you know. Like if you look at these, I'm gonna cut you up, man. That's crazy. I told y'all mental health is on the uprise or something, man, or it's just being no more noticed. But we got to get out here with our people and make sure they taking their medication, man. Because I don't want to have to, you know, come across somebody, you know, uncle, auntie, little cousin or something, and they having an episode because they didn't take their medication, man. That is crazy. That is real crazy, man. I don't understand it. Like, whatever medication she on, they need to just give it to her in an IV, time lapsed. Right, so that's probably what they should do. They should come up with some type of a time lapse shot. So they give you the shot, and over time, you know, it distributes the medication that you need, so that you get what you know what I'm saying. So you have your chemical balance. Your chemical balance will be right because look, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, out the car and take her top off. So she fully got her breast exposed. Like, I don't get it. What's the purpose of exposing your breast and swinging a machete in traffic trying to stop traffic? I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That'd confuse me because I'm like, why? Your top off, huh? And you got a machete? And you standing in the freeway like, what is this? You know, so man, I'm telling you, we need to really look into that healthcare. You need to check on your people and take care of them. I mean, figure out something. And if you got to put it in their mashed potatoes, you know, you got to crush up the peel to put it in the mashed potatoes so they can make sure they take their medicine. Come on now. On the freeway, dude, that's crazy. And then the next, Come on, Detroit. We got to get it together, baby. We got to get it together. Make sure. Hey, so about out of Chicago, I know y'all saw this. Out of Chicago, the woman shot the mugger. The guy tried to grab her, and she pulled out her gun and she shot him like 2, 3 times. Man, these women out here not playing. But the whole story goes, from what I got, is that 3 guys was like in front of her building. I guess they was roughing up the one guy. The 2 guys left. The one guy stayed. She came out the building, checking on like, what's all this noise about? What's going on? The guys left. One guy was there. She conversated with him. She started walking away. He grabbed her. She pulled out the gun on him. Was like, I told you I'm gonna shoot you. So she shot him. You know what I'm saying? It was like, there's just like so much going on out here, man. That's crazy. She upped the mag on him and gave him and shot him, I think, like 2, 3 times. And he holding on to her like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Bro, you should have thought about that before you ran up on her. You know what I'm saying? She told him. She's like, I told you. I told you I'll shoot you. I told you I'm going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, he didn't die. But fortunately, she had the gun on her to protect herself. So, you know what I mean? When he did try to rob her, take her cash or whatever, he was hood then, and you will see how many kids live on the block. They all outside. If they hooping and fighting, if it's trash all over the area, if it's loud, then you might slide through about let's say slide through about 10 o'clock. You slide through about 10 on a nice hot day. You really see what the neighborhood about. Because on a nice hot day about 10, everybody outside. They still drinking if they out drinking, or they just chilling. And you can see everything. You sit there for about a half an hour to an hour. That's all it takes, for about an hour max. And you see all type of movement. If a fight gonna break out, it's gonna break out within that hour. Some people gonna be running. They start shooting. You can find pretty much everything out on a nice hot summer night, right about 10 o'clock in the area you moving into. I guarantee you. So don't go in the wintertime riding and looking through the neighborhood. You like, oh, nobody's out. Oh, this is a quiet neighborhood. You gonna be mad when the summertime come and all you hear, hey, no, don't put that water on me. No, don't mess up my hair. I'm telling my mom. Put that down. All right. And you hear all kind of crazy stuff. And you be like, what? What did I just get myself into? So yeah, you got to do that. Got to check out the area. But yeah, I suggest you, ladies, if you out here and you're living in like a rough neighborhood, or you feel like it's a rough neighborhood, you need to take precautions to protect yourself. You move kind of swift, get in the house. and you don't have nothing to protect yourself because you don't know who down there. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who down there waiting. You got to walk a block because the parking lot full, or you don't want to pay. Nah, man, ladies, go valet. Just valet. Don't even worry about it. Y'all chip in valet. The best thing, you know. That way you waiting by the door for the car to come. When your car comes, then you go jump in the car right at the door. You got the security right there. If you parking a half a block down, you got to either be screaming or yelling, or you're gonna have to up your mag, pull your mag out, your gun, and protect yourself. You got to protect you and your crew, or somebody in the crew need to have one. You know, and then y'all get in one car and then go to the other person's car. And don't let the other person walk. You know what I mean? Because now they being exposed, and nah, man. Y'all got to protect yourselves, lady. Ladies, it's rough out here. Fellas, the same way, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to, get yourself, protect yourself when you're walking out. Because if you park the same thing, like 2 blocks down from the club for whatever reason, man, you subject. You know what I'm saying? Especially you out here with your gold chain on, you all fresh with your rings on, your $30,000 outfit on, $1,000 shirt, $6,000 pants, $2,000 shoes. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You know how the streets get grimy out here. You got to protect yourself because a lot of you cats come from the street and probably used to catch people slipping. So nothing changed. The game's still the same. It's still people trying to catch people out here slipping so they can rob them. So you got to protect yourself. That's all I'm saying. Protect yourself the best way you know how. You got to do that, man, because you don't want to be telling those stories like, man, the dude came up on me, though, and then, because then some people exaggerate the stories when they get robbed. He was like, he came up on me, and then he was like, give me your keys. And I was like, what, dude? He was like, give me your keys. No, I ain't giving you nothing. And then he swung, and I ducked, and I grabbed him, and I threw him down, and then he pulled a gun on me, and then I gave him my keys. Like, some of them stories don't be real, though. That's all I'm saying. Some of them stories don't even go like that. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stories be like, hey, run that. All right, here you go. But, some cats want to exaggerate it. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yeah, I'm 40 more, man. They don't cat want to be like, yeah, he put the gun on me, and I gave him my jewelry, and I gave him the car keys. You know what I mean? So, just to avoid them stories, and then later they found out your story wasn't real. He be like, man, that ain't what happened. But how you know? Because my man Rob, you standing right here. Oh, that's him? Yeah, man. Why you take my stuff, man? For real. So don't even go. Because, like, what if you do run across the guy, he hanging with your friend, he stole your chain, he stole your car. How do you deal with that, though? You know what I'm saying? How do you deal with that? You know what I mean? How do you deal with if your homeboy or your homegirl and the person that robbed you is right there? You recognize them, though. You know what I'm saying? Because so many people connected to people. So it's like, how do you deal with that? You know what I'm saying? How do you deal with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, so look, if you person who know the person who robbed one of your people, right? Do you tell your people, or how do you deal? Do you tell your people like, hey, man, that was my people. You robbed them, man. Like, so what you do? Can you give them their stuff back? Do you tell them that, or how do you deal with that? That's a question for you, people. That's a question for you. Because if you know both ends of the robbery, how do you deal with that? Do you keep your mouth closed and don't tell nobody? Or do you go and you be like, hey, look, man, that was my people. Why don't you give them their stuff back? Or, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, I know my man who robbed you, but he gonna give you your stuff back and we gonna call it even. Like, you gonna squash it out. Or how do you deal with that? You know what I'm saying? You being put in the middle. How do you deal with it? That's a question for you. Is it snitching? Because you know both ends? Do you set up a meet? Like, hey, look, I need you to meet me here on Thursday. I need you to meet me here on Thursday. We're gonna squash this out. Yeah, this is the person that robbed you. So y'all need to work this out. Is that how you do that? Or like I said, you just be like, hey man, can you give me that stuff back? That was kind of bold. Or do you tell them, man, that was messed up. You should have had your gun on you. Or you shouldn't have parked right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you do that? But then if you on the other end, you got robbed, and your people know the people that robbed you, is it like, do you hold this person responsible? Be like, hey, you knew those people who robbed me. So does that whole friendship change? Do you start to feel like you set me up, or do you feel like you should get my stuff back? You know what I'm saying? That's like a real complicated situation, though. So I mean, what's your answer to that? You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me, what's your answer to that scenario? If you know both people in the robbery, the person that got robbed and the person that was doing the robbery, and then tell me about if you the person that got robbed and your people know the person that robbed you. How do you deal with that? Because I already know how I go on the other end. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I hit this lick. You know what I'm saying? I robbed this cat there coming out the club, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got this chain on. And you're like, dang, that's my man chain. Like, that's my people chain. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Because then you get some of them cats and be like, so? That's your people? You know what I mean? Like, how does that work, though? That's all I'm saying. How does that work? That's a complicated situation. Tell me how it works. Tell me what you would do. You know, you waiting for me to tell you what I'm gonna do? I tell you like this. I do like this. Hey, look, man, that was my people. You know what I'm saying? Hey, can you run that back? You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. That's me. That's your man Suede. Well, hey, can you run my man people? You know what I'm saying? Run that back, cause that you know what I'm saying. That's my people. You know, that's the only way to do it. That's my opinion, and that's how I play it. You know, that's it. Or you know what I'm saying? If my man that robbed him is too grimy, like you get some cats that don't give a care about friendship or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to get into it with him in order to try to even convince him to get it back. And then, even if you get into it, he still ain't gonna give it back because he just like that honorary, like he ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I got this. And then he got the nerve to say I took this fair and square. How do you put fair and square in I robbed somebody? Like I robbed somebody fair and square and took this. How that work, man? Whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me. This your man Suede Covington on the Suede Covington Show. The best thing on the planet, baby. You're watching live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Other social media platforms. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? You watching this on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, man. That's it right here. WJZZ Cool TV, baby. It's the coolest station in the world. And I'm your man, Suede Covington. The best thing on the planet, baby. Hey, it don't get no better than this, man. It's Suede Covington. The best thing on the planet mean it's the best thing on the planet. You know what? None of y'all ain't even left off the planet. So if you haven't left off the planet, I'm telling you, I'm the greatest thing on the planet. So you don't even know nothing greater than me because I'm the greatest, baby. I'm the best. I'm the best thing on the planet, baby. Hey, look. So, if you look at if you've been looking, follow me on Instagram. I went to a couple restaurants. I went to Uno's Pizzeria. I got the meat lovers and the shrimp and crab dip. It was pretty good. It was excellent. The food came out in a good amount of time. The waitress was lovely. You know what I'm saying? Service was excellent. You know what I mean? It was pretty good. It was pretty good. The dip had a good texture to it. With the little toast, they had the toast. They had the toast to go along with the shrimp and lobster dip. It was slapping. The pizza was a little different. Normally you got the pizza sauce, and that's what it is. This one had like stewed tomatoes or tomatoes in the sauce on the pizza. That was a little different for me. Um, did I like it? I can't say that I didn't. I can't say that I did, but all I can say it was different. I did like it though. I did eat it. I ended up eating the whole thing. So yeah, I guess I would I go back? So that's the question. You know what I'm saying? All this rating, all that, all that's cool and all, right? But I ain't dissing. I'm not dissing the people who rate stuff. But my rating system is would I go back? That's the real rating system. Because in real life, that's how it is. You want to know how many would you go back? If it's a scale of 1 to 10, yeah, that's cool. But would you go back to eat it? Because you can give something a rating and not ever go back to that place. So I tell you like this: yes, I would go back. So I would go back and try something else on the menu. I try it out. I may try to dip out again to see if the consistency. Because a lot of places you go, you order something the first time and it'll be good, and then the next time you go and try to order it and it don't be good. So would I go back here? Also, if you've been following me, I went to JoJo's Shake Shack, and that was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? The shake was delicious, the service was good, but I will tell you, the gratuity was added in the bill. They call it a service charge. So too much. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Restaurants that do that, I don't like that. I like the y'all need to keep it and tell me what this is. This is gratuity. Don't call it no customer service charge. Don't call it none of that. Just call it simple what it is, gratuity. You go to like a J. Alexander to tell you gratuity added. You know what I'm saying? 18%. You go to different restaurants, it'll tell you that. So look, restaurants keep it real. Don't give it no other name, no fancy name. Just call it what it is, and it is a gratuity. So they added the gratuity in. I don't know how I feel about the gratuity being added because the service, man. I feel like if the gratuity is added in there, then there's nothing to regulate, you know what I'm saying, your service to me. Give me top service, you know what I'm saying, not tip you top service. Don't automatically charge me, and now you allow the server to give me any type of service they want. I don't like all that. Because I tip, you know what I'm saying. If I go to a restaurant, I'm tipping. Don't keep my cup full. Make sure I got my napkins. Make sure my food good. Whatever. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tip you for your service. You bring my food out hot. You bring everybody food out hot, or however you want to manage it. You know what I'm saying? If it's 4 people, they got different dishes. They cook at different times. If you a server, you should know that, right? So you should bring out bam, 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 or you try to finagle it so that it all come out hot together. You know what I'm saying? You manage stuff like that. That's a tip. But if they automatically giving the gratuity, you don't got to do all that. You ain't got to make sure you don't have to make sure my cup full. You don't have to make sure my food hot. I don't know. Y'all chime in on that too. Tell me what you think about that. That automatic gratuity, like, I don't know. Cause like I said, you could give me whatever type of service you want to give me. I don't like that. I want a tip. I want to see you work because not because I want to see you bust your butt, but give me good customer service. You know, make sure I got my water off the top and you got my drink order, you got whoever I'm with drink order, or you just take care of me. You make sure I'm good. Make sure I got my napkins. Make sure if it's rolls to be brought out or biscuits, you brought them out with the butter, the right butter. You know what I'm saying? Service with a smile, baby. Take care of Suede, Suede take care of you. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? I ain't never been nowhere and not, tipped or, complimented the service, the chef. If it's delicious, man, I'm on it. Hey, tell the chef compliment to the chef, even if it's at McDonald's. I'm telling the compliment to the chef, to the cook at McDonald's. He cooked the burger good and he put it in the little container and it didn't get hard and it stayed like it was supposed to stay. That guy right there, get a tip. Why are we not tipping at McDonald's? You know what I'm saying? You don't be tipping at Burger King. You don't tip at Wendy's when you go in. Do you go in? Do you tip? I'm just saying. Do you say compliments to the chef when they make them tacos and they be good to you? Or what about the White Castle people? Because they be back there slaying over them burgers, man. You didn't think about tipping them, man. Telling them the good service. You get them like what, like $1 tip, $2 a tip? I don't know. Give them a tip, baby. Give them a tip. Hey, look. So I don't know if you guys remember a little while back. They had the Tennessee. They had the was it 5 or 6 cops with the sex scandal with the one officer lady, woman, and now she went out right and got a dog lawyer. When I say a dog lawyer, I mean her lawyer is not playing no games out here. Like I don't know he if the lawyer saw the story and was thinking, or he just intelligent, or just what I'm saying, know the system. So they fired him. Sex scandal. The guys messing around with her. They all get fired. Her lawyer, her lawyer came back with a lawsuit that said she was groomed into doing what she did. Groomed. You dig what I'm saying? So that means she was prepared. Somebody mentally got her prepared, or told her this was the way to go in order to be where she was at. So you know what I'm saying? Like, but you got caught up in all these situations doing all on your own. You made the decision to be shaking your booty on the boat, with other people's husbands and all this other stuff. You made the decision to be part of, I think the one cop and his wife was messing around with her, threesomes or whatever. She made the decision. So you talking about she was groomed into it? That's kind of hard for me to believe, but she'll have to prove that, and that's where it's at. But obviously, the lawyer think it's a heck of a case to try to make sure that she proved that she was groomed. Like somebody sat her down, I guess, and was like, "Hey, look, I'm gonna sit you down. Look, this is what you need to do to be on this police force. You got to sleep with these 5 guys, and it'll boost your career." I didn't see her being the police chief, so I don't see how she even believed that. But that's with any job. You know what I'm saying? You have the opportunity to make the choices, to make the decisions on what you want to be at that job, and how you elevate yourself and how you move up the ladder. If you making the decision to be sexually motivated and sexually motivated with sexual favors to move up in the job, like, who choice is that for real though? Because this is the thing. If you felt, but she didn't feel uncomfortable, because if you feel uncomfortable, you're supposed to say that a long time ago, right? You got the opportunity for to say the sexual misconduct, inappropriate jokes, language, gestures on the job. So at what point did, what I'm saying, she say, "Oh, this is inappropriate," or did you go with it? Like, so I don't know how that go. You saying she was groomed, that's your defense. But the question is, at any time, did she feel uncomfortable? At what point did she feel uncomfortable that she should have said something, and why she didn't? You're supposed to be free from retaliation if you report sexual conduct. They have videos on it, harassment, all the time. Nowadays, you can't even compliment somebody. You gotta watch how you can't say, "Oh, that's a nice fitting dress." What do you mean fitting? Oh, you mean because it fit around my curves? I was just saying it was a nice dress. Why you use the word fit? You like, wait a minute, lady, hold on. I was just saying you look good in the dress. Oh, so now you trying to take me out? Wait a minute, I didn't even say I was trying to take you out. I just said you look good in the dress. So it's like, it's a lot of those situations jumping off. But then you turn around and got this one and say, "I was groomed. They groomed me. They they told me what." Come on now. I don't. I frankly can't buy it. You know what I'm saying? I can't buy into the whole thing, because, like I said, you know, you got too many of these, independent. I'm an independent woman, and can't just because I wear tight clothes don't mean a man's supposed to talk to me. Just because I wear a tight fitting bra don't mean a man's supposed to talk to me. Just because I got a big booty, it don't no man's supposed to talk to me. But I'm gonna wear these tight clothes to accentuate and highlight my curvatures that nobody's supposed to talk. Come on, man. What do you mean? Men are visual. Women say, "Oh, men are visual." You get all these mental coaches and counselors. Men are visual. Men are visual. So if we visual, we visual, and you putting up something that visually attracts us. Like, well, how are we supposed to do that, right? You know what I'm saying? And then, you taught when you younger that women like compliments. You're supposed to compliment somebody. Hey, how are you doing? And speaking, you could compliment. Hey, how are you doing today? That's a lovely dress you have on today. You know what I'm saying? Hi, you looking good. You looking sharp. You know what I'm saying? You looking beautiful as ever, baby. I mean, I'm saying though, then you can't say baby. You can't say, hey, baby, you look good today, baby. No, what you mean, baby? Dog, that's a reference. I'm not your baby. Like, what are you talking about? I'm just saying you look nice. But here you go. You got her. They groomed me. They groomed me to be the sexual attention that they wanted in the police station. They groomed you? They didn't groom you. Baby girl, they did not groom you. Yeah, and I said baby girl. Baby girl, they did not groom you. You was already at that level. You just decided to go ahead and roll with it because they presented this opportunity. And I'm guaranteeing you, all the parties you was at, you was getting live. Nobody told you, hey, you need to get up there and dance and drink beer and get drunk. I very seriously doubt that. Because then they got to, when it gets to those type of stuff, then they got to go back to her history before she even got to the police force on how she maintained her, you know what I'm saying, her lifestyle, how she lived, how she partied. Because then it'll tell it all right there. So the only way you can do is try to delete it. But guess what? You can never, ever delete anything off the internet. It's never going nowhere. It's there forever. You may delete it, but somebody else may have copied it. Hey, you watching the Suede Covington Show, the best thing on the planet, baby. Streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and other social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Once again, it's Wednesday. You here with your man Suede Covington, the best thing on the planet. Ain't nothing beating out Suede Covington because it's the best thing on the planet. And nobody left off the planet, so how you know what's better? And then if you did leave off, then I'm still the best thing on the planet Earth. Not what you said. Nothing like I thought. But we was talking about a couple of things today. We was talking about the young lady who shot the guy who tried to rob her. That was interesting. So ladies, remember to protect yourself. You grab something to keep yourself protected. Valet if you can, if you want to go clubbing. Because you be a little tipsy and you're not paying attention. Even the designated driver not really paying attention. So just valet. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't have to worry about all that stress of walking down a block and a half trying to save a couple of dollars. The club be lit. You want to get in. You know, hey, the robbers know the club lit. They be out there practicing too. You know what I'm saying? They be out there practicing, waiting on you. We also talked about the lady on I-96 in Grand River with her breast exposed, wielding a machete. Once again, who rides around with a machete, and where the decision came for her to pull off her top to show off her breast and pull the machete at the same time. I think it was a distraction. She pulled her bra out and her breast to distract you so she could hit you with the machete. So you got to be careful out here, man. They trying to trick you to get you, man. Personally, I wouldn't have fell for it. I would have never got out the truck because I'm looking like, man, what's wrong with her on the freeway? I bet you was some guys out there like, ooh, you know what? Those nice. But you see that machete, you like, whoa. Don't do that. So look, don't do that. Look, if you was gonna get out the car, you should have just got out the car and exposed your breast. You didn't need the machete. You could have just took your car and blocked off the freeway and then stood on the car with your top off and yell woo woo or something. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to pull out the machete. So put the machete away. Don't do that no more. Okay, hey, don't do that no more. Put the machete up. If you want to expose your breast, it's a free country. You can expose your breast. But don't use the machete no more. No, seriously, though. Hey, we got to make sure we check on our people. Like, you know what I'm saying? mental health is a major issue, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, if she was depressed, I mean, that's still dealing with your mentality. So please, people, I beg you, I ask you every time we talk about it. I think I may talk about it at least once a month, maybe twice, or maybe once every other month. But it's serious. Mental health is serious. We need to make sure that our family members, our closest friends, are taking their medication and treating themselves right. Make sure that their living conditions, is up to par because you get a lot of people in these homes and people to go visit and check on them and they kind of treat them how they want to treat them because they feel like nobody loves them and cares about them anyway. So let's start showing these facilities, these houses that we have loved ones and we there to. Hey, look, I know going to see that person be is crazy because the person is off and they talk all kind of sideways and but look, hey, just once a month, even what I'm saying, or once or twice a month, because especially if you have friends that you grew up with or that you've been friends with years, and something happened, and they ended up, with mental issues, you need to take medication, and y'all been tight forever, and you need to call and check on them because the worst feeling is, I had a friend like that. Uh, and I would talk to him. I went to see him a couple of times, not a couple of times. I went to see him pretty regular. And um, the last time I told him I was coming, I got busy and I was like, I'm coming, I'm gonna come see you, bro. I got a phone call. The phone ring, and before he could answer, I was like, bro, I know, man. I just been busy. My bad, man. My apologies. I'm gonna come holler at you. You know what I'm saying? I'll be there such and such. But then what happened was another voice came across the phone. It was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah. He was like, well, no, man. He's like, your boy passed away, but he talked about you a lot, and since he talked about you so much, we had to call and let you know because we knew y'all was tight and y'all was friends. You know what I'm saying? And that was like a real hurting feeling, a sad feeling, because my last thing I told my man was I'm on my way, and I didn't get a chance to make it out there to check on him. So make sure you do that. Please check on your people once a month, once every other month. Like I said, I can understand the conversation where it might go, but just that being there helps them go through the day sometime. You know what I'm saying? Helps them go through the day, and it also lets the facilities know that somebody cares about them and they need to treat them like they treat them right according to the documents that you signed of the type of treatment they supposed to get. So don't forget that, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget that, people. That's very important. Very important. So, the going to visit them at the facilities not only helps them, but it makes sure that the facility people stay on top of their game and treat the people the way they're supposed to be treated in a healthy manner and make sure that they're safe and they get the food that they're supposed to get and the nourishment and take their medication. Because there's a lot of scammers out there, these CNAs working at these rehab places, stealing their medicine, selling it on the block. They selling their perk 10s, perk 30s. You know what I'm saying? They selling these perks because they stealing them from your people that you don't go check on. I'm just saying, now the CNA's mad at me. Suede ain't nothing. Why you trying to tell what my hookup is? You all in my scam. All they probably mad at me now. Like, why he telling the business? You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I have people in there and I want you stealing their medication. That's why I'm telling on you. Stop stealing the medication, chump. But anyway, um, man, why he talk so much? Why you want to tell? You know what I'm saying? You got to do because a lot of people that ain't fair, man. You stealing their perks and they oxys or whatever the medication, they pain medication, y'all stealing them, giving them to y'all boyfriends or girlfriends, however it is, and that's how a lot of them get on the street. But then the person who need the medication can't get it. Now they all in the frenzy, they hurt, and it causes them not to take other medication. And it's just a big, you know what I'm saying? It's like a domino effect. So stop, all y'all CNA, stop stealing the medication from the people and let them take their medication so they can feel better. Stop trying to get your nails and your new wig with your lace front with the little baby hair that be swooping on the side. You don't need that. If you save up for it, save up for it. Anyway, You save up for it. Hey, look. So, look. Dig this here. So the last thing, I want to talk about is these rappers and all this other stuff, and the cats getting big money. You know what I'm saying? Walking around here with purses and Birkin bags and tote bags. Like, I'm confused on what's going on right now. Somebody explain to me. Explain it to me. Why would somebody go out and buy a purse, a man, you know what I'm saying, rapper that claims not to be a transgender, not to be bisexual, but he carries himself and let it be known that he's a man, he got a wife or a girlfriend and kids. Why would you go out and buy a Birkin bag, a purse, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that about? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at watching the basketball games, Cap coming in with the purse, and I'm like, what's that? It's a $10,000 purse. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. It's a $10,000 bag purse, and you know what I'm saying. And you got the handles on it, and you got the strap. First of all, what you carrying in the purse, bruh? That's what I want to know. Cause from what I understand, women carry the purse because they got eyeliner, lip gloss, tissue, baby wipes, pens, notepad, perfume, toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash, gum, tea bags, coffee cups, um, cell phone chargers, a microwave, a hot plate, and they got all this in his purse, right? Because that's what women do. Because they might at any given might need to pull out the hot plate and put the straightening comb on there and have to touch up the baby hair. So that's why they got the hot plate with the straightening comb, or they might have the one with the wire. And they just plug the straightening comb in, but then they got a bunch of tissue because they put it on the tissue and it's hot, and then it burn the tissue. You know how the tissue be burnt, a little burnt from and then they have all that. But bruh, what you carrying in this bag? You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. Your pants so tight, you can't put the money in your pants, so now you got to carry a bag, a purse. Like, I don't get it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like, what is this? Then they got the crossbody bag. Now, your man Suede wore it one time. If you look at Instagram, your man, I had the crossbody bag. Didn't feel real comfortable wearing it, but I wore it because I was on the four wheelers and we was out riding four wheelers. And that particular time it made sense because, you know, things fall out your pockets, you ride and anything, you know what I'm saying? So I had it in there, had my phone in there. Some of the people that I was riding with was trying to like, you know what, hold my phone too. That was cool because I'm out riding on the four wheelers. Now, after I got off the four wheeler, I didn't want to wear it no more. It was just like, I put it on like, this is weird, man. And then I was just like, okay, I carried my phone. And then I was like, I put the charger in there. It's like, oh yeah, what else can, and I put something else in there. And I was like, wait a minute, man, I'm not carrying all this stuff. What now? Look, I need my wallet. You know what I'm saying? My wallet, my keys, my phone, and some money, some cash. You know what I'm saying? What else am I putting in this bag, man? You know what I'm saying? And then you want you about to spend 30, 40, 50,000 in cash? Okay, that's cool. What happened to the book bag though? You know what I'm saying? You throw that all in the book bag, throw it over your shoulder, and you moving about. But a purse? I just can't see it. I think, what I'm saying, somewhere the lines got blurred and this a purse, this is not a purse, it's a bag. I spent 10,000 for the bag. I really don't care how much you spend for the bag. It's still a purse. If you spend $100,000 for this bag and it's designed like a purse, it's still a purse. I don't care how much you spent on it, it's still a purse, regardless of the fact. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't change. It's still a purse. That's how I'm gonna look at it. And I know a lot of other people look at it the same way. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You wear some tight pants, and you spend, oh man, I spent 15,000 on these pants. Guess what? They still tight. The 15,000 don't make it not tight. That's it. That's all I'm saying. It don't make it not tight. They still tight. You can spend $250,000 on a bag and it's still a purse. It still look like a purse. Still got the handles, got the straps, so you can put it around your shoulder, or you carry it like carry it and then put it. No, and like I said, the whole purpose is the man. You know what I'm saying? You got 5,000, 10,000. You know what I'm saying? And then you roll it with your mans. You tell him to hold another 5 or 10, and then that's what it is. I understand you don't want to use your credit card for whatever reason. You want to spend cash. You want to stunt. Not a problem. Stop wearing the tight jeans and put, what I'm saying, wear some jeans and fit. You can fit about, what, 200,000 in the jeans. You know what I'm saying? You got these tight pants on, you can't even put 5,000 in them and it's bulging out, man. You know what I'm saying? Just switch your gear up, man. Don't wear tight pants so you can wear a purse. Ooh, you wear tight pants so you can, so you can wear a purse. I'm just, hey, don't be mad at me. I'm just saying, man. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm saying. Oh yeah. So what else we was talking about? Those 5 Tennessee cops. I think it was 5 or 6 Tennessee cops in the sex scandal. Uh, the young lady involved in the sex scandal went and got a lawyer, and the lawyer said, "Look, you can sue because they groomed you." So she got a lawsuit in Tennessee against the police force, I think, or those guys, saying that they groomed her for the sexual acts that she did with those officers. They groomed her. They groomed her. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Think about that. That's a dog lawyer. That's the kind of lawyer, if you get into some trouble, you need to go hire that lawyer so you get out. Because you know he coming with something crazy. He like, oh no, look, this is how we gonna play this. We gonna tell them that they groomed you for this. Cause didn't you feel like you was groomed? And that's how the lawyer be like, so when you were there, did they make these sexual suggestions to you prior to you getting the job or once you got the job? Did they say anything like it, move along to get along, you move something, you get something, saying quid pro quo? If they told you that, then we got a case. So I don't know how they gonna do that, but once again, they gonna go back and look at her Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, whatever she had prior to that job, and try to see what her lifestyle was. So if her lifestyle, she was already out partying and hanging out and doing her thing, then they gonna be like, nope, null and void. She was already moving and shaking like this, so nope. Did nobody groom her? She was already groomed. I mean, unless you want to try to sue her family or something, saying that they did it, or her group of friends that she grew up with, because that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna go back and look at her history before she got the job and see what she was doing, to see if they got a case to stand on, to see if she was groomed for the job. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm your man Suede Covington. It's been another beautiful, wonderful Wednesday. The best thing on the planet, baby. Like I told you, there ain't nothing on the planet better than Suede Covington, baby. Right here every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Hey, check out my food on Instagram. Suede Covington on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Check me out. All the food that I go to restaurants. I come back on Wednesday, tell you about them. I shoot a picture on the Instagram, and I tell you where I got the food from. So check me out on Wednesday. I tell you if it was good or not. So every Wednesday, you know what I'm saying, at 5 p.m., YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, it's your man Suede Covington right here. The best thing on the planet, baby. Ain't nothing better. I holla at you. Keep tuning in. I love y'all. And I'm out.